Hello guys, my name is Sahil Kapoor and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now most of you who are watching this video, either you have an interview lined up in the next 30 or 60 minutes and you want to have some quick tips and tricks that will help you do a much better job in your interview, or you have been appearing in a lot of interviews in the past few days and the outcome is not as per your expectations. Either ways, I assure you that by the end of this video, you will learn some important and practical tips and tricks that will help you do a much better job in your next interview. Okay. Now, what are these tips and tricks? The first one, do not lie in your resume. This is very important, guys. We have a habit that either we copy paste someone else's resume because we work in the same department, or we exaggerate in our resume. Trust me, if an interviewer is able to understand that you have exaggerated in your resume, or you have something in your resume that you are not good at or even aware of, then your chances are gone. Okay, watch this segment.
It'll be a piece of cake.
3 years of modern dance with Twyla Tharp. 5 years with the American Ballet Theater.
Hey, everybody lies on their resume, okay? I wasn't one of the Zoom kids either.
Can you, dance at all?
Yeah, I can dance, you know.
Oh, no, 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 no.
What is that?
Sure, it looks stupid.
Now you have seen this, right? So this doesn't go well. So never ever lie in your resume. Be very, very factual. Be concise about what you have achieved, what you have done, and you should be able to speak confidently about the two things or very few things that you have done, because that's going to impress the recruiter. Now, second and very, very important tip, and I'm sure that you may not have heard this a lot of times, but this is very important, which is feel valued. Now, what does feel valued means? See, when we go in an interview, right? So we, have this feeling that the interviewer, is the most important person in the world, because he's going to make my career, he's going to give me this job. This is true, right? But you need to understand that when you appear for an interview, you are equally valued as an interviewer. The interviewer needs you as much as you need him. He or she might have few other options, but so do you. So do not come in an interview with the feeling of some inferiority complex that that interviewer is sort of an alligator. Do not consider an interview as an alligator. You will be scared. Instead, consider your interviewer as an elephant. Okay, if you don't mess around with an elephant, you are good. Okay, so feel valued, feel confident, right? Now, third trick, highlight your key skills. See, this interview is a very short duration for someone to, judge, or in fact, get the best out of you. There is a good chance that even if you are an excellent candidate, but if you did not get a chance to highlight your key skills or some key things that you have done, you might have screwed up your chances. So do not risk that part. Think of this in a way that you have a very limited time duration and you have to tell the interviewer only the important things that will impress the shit out of it. Okay, highlight your key skills. If you are experienced and you have worked in a previous company, then think of 2 or 3 important accolades that you have accomplished, or if any of the improvements in your process or in a product that you have brought that helped your company. So do not shy away from highlighting that. Give some examples, practical examples that will bring a lot of confidence in the interviewer. Okay, now the fourth important tip is be concise and do not say a lot of words. Okay, See, this is not your practical college school college exam where you will fill sheets and you will, you might end up getting more marks. This is not how it works. A very simple trick is that when you are in a conversation, okay, be an interview or be a lecture or be this video, you must have realized that if a person is speaking a lot, there is a very less probability of you concentrating on what he is speaking. Okay, so the trick to that is you need to be very very concise. Speak. So the key thing is be concise, be very precise, and hit hard hitting points. Okay. Now the last tip, again, very very important tip, guys, because at the end of the interview, the last part of the interview is the most important one because that's where your interviewer is most vulnerable, meaning that there is a good chance that if you end your interview well, that your chances of getting selected are improved. Okay, so how can you make it better? The last part is when mostly all the interviewers, they ask you that if you have any questions for them. Okay, so what sort of questions you should ask them, right? So don't just google anything about the company and put that on their face, right? So that doesn't mean that it is relevant for them. Be very basic, right? Very basic questions like, okay, what would be my role in this company? I know that the JD states this and that, but I would like to understand better that, how will I fit in this role? What will be my roles and responsibilities? Or if say you are interviewing for a software company, so you might ask them if you have a if you have a knowledge about a particular software which is doing really well and your company can be benefited, so you can ask them that if your company is using that particular software or not, or if not, why they aren't using it. So so some these type of relevant questions. Okay, so like I said, right, if you end your interview well, the chances of you getting selected, it increases. Okay. So guys, these were the five important tips. As I said, right, so this is based on my experience of taking hundreds of interviews, and there are certain things that impresses me right at the onset of the interview or towards the duration. So there is nothing like first impression. Okay, it matters a lot, but if I am a patient interviewer, I would like to see you do well till the end of the interview, right? So you need to make sure that you have a cumulative story prepared while you are presenting yourself. Now certain other things which I did not mention and they go without saying, and there are hundreds of videos or articles available online. So there would be people who will be teaching you how to dress well and how to be on time. So this is not something that has to be taught to you. So you should dress well in an interview and be very basic, and of course be on time. Don't show up late in a virtual or a face to face interview. If you are appearing for a Zoom interview, make sure that you try logging in at least 5 minutes in advance. If you have an issue, then speak to the HR coordinator, and then you report that issue. So you don't want to have that impression that you are late for an interview. Okay, and again, you need to be fluent. How can you be fluent if you I'm not asking you to prepare in front of a mirror. I don't like that. It might work for you, but I don't like that personally. At least have someone in front of you with whom you can practice. If you have a sibling at home with whom you can practice, then do that. Or if you want to take help of a expert mock interviewer, the people who have been taking a lot of interviews, then go ahead and take their help as well. Okay, so guys, I hope these tricks are based out of my experience. They help you do well in your next interview, and I sincerely hope that you nail your next interview and you get your job. Okay, thanks for watching this video till the end. If you have any queries, then put them in the comment section or send me an email at vicecity123@gmail.com. I'll mention the email address in the comment section as well. So thank guys for watching the video, and all the best.